Hi, I am Suganya, Assistant Professor in Department of Business Administration in Dr. SNS College of Arts and Science. Today we are going to discuss the metrics which is used in classification model. So what is mean by metrics? So we have created the model, whether the model gives the better result. So for that purpose only we are going for a metrics. So before moving into the metrics, we need to identify what are the metrics available for the classification model, specifically for the classification model. So okay, let us discuss the metrics one by one. So the basic metrics we have to know, that is the variables we have to know is TP, TN, FP and FN. What is these things are? TP is nothing but true positive. So what the true positive will told us whether the model correctly identified us as a positive model. So we have said that these are the positive values, whether the model also identify the positive as the positive. Okay. Second one will be the true negative, whether the model correctly identified the negative as the negative model, that is the true negative. Third one will be the FP, that is false positive. What it is indirectly predicts that positive as whether it is default, that is actually it is fitted into the negative classes. So next one will be the false negative. So false negative is opposite of the false positive, that is indirectly predicts negative when it is actually a positive one. That is, we are setting that as the positive one, but actually it is fitting into the negative one. That is the false positive and the false negative. So we have moved into the what are the metrics. Here the classification model comes under into the 5 metrics. So we need to identify or we need to calculate these 5 metrics. First one is the accuracy. So what does mean by accuracy is it going to how many percentage of correctly predicted it is meeting into the all prediction. So we have said that these are the classification models fitted into the positive one, whether the model is also identified as a positive one. That is the calculation for the accuracy. How we are going to calculate the accuracy? True positive, that is adding of true positive and the true negative, which is divided by the true positive plus true negative plus false positive and the false negative. So second one will be the precision. So what the precision will lead into this? So how many predicted positives are actually a positive? That is, so this is our fitted into the accuracy also. That is, we know that the model, that is our assumption, based on our assumption, we said that these are the positive ones. So the positive is identified by the our model also as a positive one. That is the precision. That is the calculated by TP divided by true positive plus false positive. It is only taken as under the positive alone. So third one will be the recall. So recall is also called as a sensitivity. So here how many positives are correctly classified as the positive one. So here how many positives are correctly identified as the positive. So TP, that is true positive divided by true positive plus false negative. So this is called as a sensitivity or the recall. So fourth one will be of F1 score. So what is F1 score is nothing but it is the sum of or adding of the precision and the recall value. So it is the harmonic mean of the precision and the recall. So how we are going to calculate the F measure? So 2 into precision into recall whole divided by precision plus recall value. So maximum we will concentrate on accuracy and the F1 score. Why we didn't focus on precision recall means, so while calculating the F1 score, it is automatically, that is it is mandatorily we have to calculate the precision and recall. So the main thing is we need to calculate the accuracy and the F1 score. So final one, that is the confusion matrix. So why we are going into the confusion matrix means, so here this is leading into the collaborations of all these things. So how we are going to tell us these is the collaborations of all these things is So from the confusion matrix only I have to calculate these things. Whether it is possible? Yes. How it is possible means we are going to set as the what are the actually predicted one and how the what is the actually the positive one, how the model is predicted as the positive and the negative. So here I have calculated based on the predicted as the positive means that is whether the actually the positive is the model is identified as the positive means that is calculated by the TP. So whether the actually positive but the model is identified as the negative. So that is lead into the Fn. So next one will be the Fp. So it is a default, it is a negative one, but the model, our model identified as the positive means it is leading into the false positive. So last one, true negative. So default, that is the actually we need to tell that as a negative plus, but our model is also identified as a negative one. That is called as a Fn. So from this, what we have known is, so while the developing model is a tedious one, we know all that. But while after developing the model, whether our model fitted into these categories. Why the model is fitted into these category means then only I can tell that as our identified model is good when compared with the predefined or the already built-in function. For that purpose only we are going to calculate these metrics. Okay, I have calculated the metrics based on these 5 things. So the model, that is the accuracy, always I have told that accuracy will lead into the higher position. That is the higher accuracy must be the 100% one. How it is leading into the 100% one means the predicted one and the actual one will lead us the same. Okay, in this video we have discussed about what are the classification metrics available in predictive analytics. Thank you.